Hey guys, and welcome to Farming Simulator 2017 on Orchard Farm. So, we've got the 7530 Zamasi Combine Harvester in the field, so we're going to get this going. I can't remember, I'm going to be completely honest with you, if we were using the Combine on Auto Combine, or what the deal was. I have a feeling we were doing Auto Combine. May blip it over to Courseplay, so let's go ahead and do that now. Alrighty, Combine is going. We're going to need to jump out of this and jump into the tractor. Sorry for the long pause there, you guys, because they did a couple of extra passes. I'm going to blame Oxygen David for that. As soon as I started, like 39 seconds in, he starts messaging me, saying about the mod competition. Now, by the sounds of it, there is quite a few other people that have entered the same competition he has with the aggravation map. 6 other people, and in total with all the other maps he was saying that have been uploaded, there is like 96 maps that have been entered. Now, bear in mind, guys, that means entered, doesn't mean you are getting to see them. Giants won't test them, but they'll, I think they typically go through them to make sure they're actually going to work. And if they don't work or there's some major issues, they get thrown out. I don't know if they're going to do the same as they did previous years, as the mod hub is more of a thing than it ever used to be, and it's pretty much the only place that you go for mods nowadays, in the great scheme of things. For decent quality stuff anyway. And the stuff Giants do choose to put up on their mod hub. And that's definitely the big thing right now, is they pick and choose what they want up there more than they probably should be. I think there's a lot of politics that go on behind the scenes on FSUK and Giants mod hub, unfortunately. 100%. So what, we are going to take this back to the yard to go empty it. It is pretty much full. So we'll get our beacon on. Wait, there we go. Oh, I can't even have the mini-map up. Trying it with no HUD. I may have to put the HUD on. We'll see if I can remember. I think it's left. I think so. So what's new with me? Not much. Sunday, as you guys know from what I was saying yesterday's video, that took forever, by the way, to upload and everything. It was just so beat. It was about 2 o'clock the time I got to bed after it was all said and done. So I will not leave it too late this time around with this stuff. I'm hoping to get a couple of videos recorded. It's 1 o'clock now. I need to be having a shower by 3 o'clock. It's the girlfriend's birthday on Tuesday, so got to go out and get some stuff for that. So I need to be ready so we can get out and go. So I'm hoping to get at least a couple of videos done. And now Dave has been messaging me. I want to have enough time to check out what he is going to be sending me. And more importantly, I've got to get that set up. I'm not going to be able to do... Well, I will be able to do some of it Tuesday, so ideally I want to get a few videos done today. I may, after dinner tonight, I'll probably work on some more videos. Get as many done as possible today, as I need to prepare for Wednesday. Wednesday's going to be a big day. Tuesday morning, if I can get my behind out of bed early enough, we'll be able to do some content if needs be. But I need to prepare for Wednesday. Wednesday I will be live streaming. Again, Tuesday I will be live streaming too, so yeah, I'm hoping to stream Tuesday anyway, if time allows. If time doesn't allow, then I will not be streaming Tuesday. I've got more important things to be doing. Depends how much I get done today, is the bottom line. So the first live stream in Canada could be a big one, which is kind of nerve-wracking. So that will be interesting. I'm not too sure how many fields we've actually got to harvest. I think this could be one of ours. Oh no, Apparently not. At least we don't have too far to travel. So as I said in Monday's video, if you've missed it, where I am now, I'm obviously in Canada. There we go, it's full. What's slipping? What's that slipping on? I'm in Canada now for 3 months or so. So when I'm recording, you may hear background noise of vehicles and stuff like that. That is stuff that I can't help, nor can anything be done about it. So it's just a case of sucking it up, buttercups. But typically, it's nice noises. It's Harley Davidsons, V8s, V6s that aren't so nice, but nah. But it's nice noises. It's not too many Honda Civics with huge ass fart cans on that sound like, yeah. You guys know what I mean. Anyone that's from the UK knows exactly what I mean. Ow! You're stuck on the tree. I had a feeling that may happen. Oh, come off of it, really? I'll do the cheat way. It's enough green that you would have thought Courseplay would go, oh yeah, there's a tree there. Power! Oh wow, it's really not moving it. That may actually be stuck in there. Son of a gun. Alrighty. And the combine is going once more. Hopefully that's just that one time that it will get caught up on the tree that shouldn't have any more issues. Maybe saying, why don't you just take it out? I've said it many times before. I quite like having trees on the map. It kind of makes the fields look sort of they've been there many years, and the farmer doesn't want to just rip out a good, nice old tree. Which is the case. The farm, well, the field, should I say, at the bottom of my road that I've talked about many times about in the past. Why did that miss little tufts there? They had a tree in the middle of a field. They never removed it, as far as I'm aware, unless it's been burnt down and struck by lightning. It still stands there, and it is slap bang in the middle of a field there. Would be definitely a nuisance to go around. But there again, the farmers in the UK are used to that type of stuff. Why are they used to that? Well, we have telegraph poles going through the middle of our fields, like you've seen on Thornton, Sandy Bay, and of course probably Colborough, if memory serves correctly. There's telegraph poles going through the fields for electrical cables, phone cables, whatever cables. That happens. Now, I'm not too sure how much it happens in North America, but over in the UK it happens quite frequently. So I guess farmers are used to having to work around stuff like that. It's not a case it's just a thing that needs to get cut down because we want that field space. Well, get used to it. And of course, if you're close to airfields and you've got crops and stuff, you've got landing lights in there, and the landing lights are a lot closer together. Where RAF Lynham used to be, fields along there used to be littered with the things. Have to be there. I think that was done here, perfectly timed on the tractor's point of view, and I must say, I am feeling very tired today. Well, it's empty now. Kind of wish it was a signal of saying, yeah, it's empty, instead of driving along by it, especially if you're running with no HUD. Alright, what we're going to go do is check our hired worker out. That's almost done plowing. Beautiful. This field has taken so long to plow. I think next time I'm just going to blip it on Courseplay. We started this field, I believe, in a live stream. Last week, week before. And me swapping between maps. Of course, it takes time to get to stuff. And no doubt you'll hear me put this mug down on the table. I'll try and do it softly. When I'm in Canada, I don't have my mic boom. It's too big and bulky to bring. I should probably buy one for here. I'll see how much background noise we get in the videos. Alright, I'm actually going to stop that. Alright, with the HUD switched on, I don't know why the hired worker decided to want to turn around there, so we'll finish this a little bit off ourselves. And then we are ready to rock and roll. And just go down the outside edge. I may do headlands, I probably won't. I don't think there's a need, to be honest. Managed to stick close to the edge. That is that there. Hopefully we make a good bit of cash from this crop, because we're hurting. We are hurting. Now I know the plow is actually going to be facing the wrong way for what I'm about to do, but it kind of makes sense at the same time what I'm about to do. I just don't want too much of it on the grass. Little edge like this in real life, I don't know how you do it. Maybe you just, well, I guess you could drive to the opposite end of the field again and then run back up it. That's probably what I'd do in real life. But it's a game that's very arcadey, so I guess here we are now. So what am I doing after this? I don't know, after I've done this video I may actually go take a shower and wake up. And try and wake up. I don't know why, at times, I've been awake for a while. Actually about 4 hours now. And there's times where I feel good, I'm awake, I'm ready to go for the day, and then it hits me like a ton of bricks and it's just, okay, I'm ready to go back to sleep now. I don't know why. It's irritating, but it happens. I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to flip it so I can actually put it into the travel position. There we go. It's weird that it's only one position it has to be in to go to the travel one. Now we're gonna dump this in the farmer yard and then take a rip up to the field that's got the combine working in. We'll take that tether that we just, not tether, the windrow we just went past up there, and get that row and some of those rows up nice. We've got the baler, which of course we'll just use the big pack baler at straw, something I do want to bring into Thornton hopefully soon. Now I think I may have touched on it yesterday, Seasons mod has been entered in for the competition. So you guys are going to be able to get your genuine first version of the Seasons mod at long last, which I'm excited for everyone that wants some realistic gameplay. Now, I'm going to emphasize this a lot. If you are the average player for Farming Simulator who doesn't care for seasons or realistic gameplay in the slightest, and they don't like a challenge while playing the game, the mod isn't for you. If you're just after it because of the snow, you may want to look around and see if there's some snow maps out there for you, because it changes the game in such a dramatic way. There's going to be a lot of people which I think are going to think negatively of it because of how much it changes the game. Now, if you want the extra realism, which I think most of us share the same opinion the game should probably have, then knock yourself out. But I do see a lot of people getting it for the snow and just being able to shove that around. I don't know how different that version is to the one we have. You guys may not even be able to put your own snow down. You guys have seen in Thornton where I have shown that I can place my own snow if I wanted with the debug tool. They've probably taken that out. Hopefully it can get added again for you guys that are content creators or just want that feature. It's something that shouldn't necessarily be in there for the full release, but if you're a content creator, it's worth having, because they do make for some interesting videos during the winter. That's why you see me typically do it. It's not to do it all the time. It does end up being all the time, but it's something different you don't see in Farm Sim too much. And it's fun. It generally is a whole lot of fun pushing the snow around. And there's so many different sort of mods that... Oh, wrong road. Which do different stuff. There's something that I saw recently that goes on the front of one of the crawler tractors, the Russian crawler tractor. And it's to load sugar beets up, but it appears to load anything, including snow. Well, there's a very primitive snowblower. I would love to see a snowblower in the game, because right now we don't have one. I think it would probably function a lot better than the plows do. Right now, I would love... I don't think the Seasons guys have got the knowledge to do this, unfortunately. Some implements to come with Seasons. Really just for the snow, and that one is a snow plow. And maybe one day we'll see a snowblower, not necessarily from Seasons, but we could do with a proper snowplow that functions more like a plow. There's something I've kind of got some concern about Orchard. This may be an older version of Orchard right now. If these silos are just for looks, it's okay, but they are showing full. Now I think it's just for looks, these ones, to be honest. They don't seem... Oh, actually, maybe not, because I have just seen the trigger right here. Oh dear. Yeah, we may have some issues here. It could be just the fill planes are a little funky in it. Let's actually... This is part and parcel of testing, and to be completely honest, this map I've not tested. I have just been playing to kind of get the exposure out there. So that looks like it's just a fill plane issue, which isn't too hard to fix, just in case we're moving him back down. How's the combine doing? Oh, well, the combine is at 81%, and it's in the perfect spot to be emptied. Oh jeez, we're almost done the field. We will be baling this video. The NAS I like. Easy. There we go. Now I've got the hub back on, I can probably actually switch on the right mode for doing this. Not that there's any point now, is there? Choose this one. Tell you what, after moving crap around yesterday, we got bored into helping someone move. My arm is absolutely killing me. Oh. These muscles that I forgot I had, to be completely honest with you guys. So this is a full load. We'll take this back to the farm. So it's 2 trailer loads we've taken back now. And the entrance appears to be blocked. Meanwhile, I'm over here yawning my head off. Wow. Yeah, I think after this video, I'm going to take another coffee. Well, go get a coffee. When that's being made, I may end up going for a shower now of that, or checking that little thing that Auction David may have sent. So I'm actually like a kid in a candy store with that. A lot of you, I will say this, you guys, on Monday's video, you guys got it right. I will be live streaming on Wednesday Auction David's version of the aggravation map for the mod contest. So definitely very honoured and highly look forward to doing that. It's not complete, the rules and the regs are. It doesn't need to be 100% buttoned up. So there's likely to be some stuff that I will find on there. This is the first time I've actually had the map. I haven't had it for a while and kept it quiet. I think Dave has really been flat to the mat, I think is the best way of putting it, on this map. So I've not seen it. The first time I'll see it is maybe he sent it to me right now, I don't know. I threw my tablet onto the spare bed, so you guys couldn't hear it, the vibration through the desk. That's the real downside about the Blue Yeti being sat on the desk on its mount, is it picks up every noise. I don't know if you guys can even hear the laptop now. You shouldn't be able to, because I do the noise reduction and it should pick up on a lot of that stuff. The room also, I know, does sound very echoey. I can hear it in the voice already. There's not much stuff in here. It's about a similar size to my room back in the UK, actually. But my room's full of stuff. And having a room full of stuff acts as sound deadening. It's fantastic for that. So it's one upside. So your voice does sound sort of clearer and not so echoey. I don't think there's anything I can do about that. It's not unwatchable by any shape or form. At the end of the day, this is me doing something I like, so hey for that. Yesterday's video was slightly shorter than supposed to be, and I was just thinking, usually, recently, some of you may or may not have noticed, I've been cutting the very beginning of the video and the very back end of the video, so it's not some long pauses as I start up and everything. I forgot to do that in Monday's video. That's how darn tired I was when I was editing. I could have gone to bed, literally. Could have gone to bed at 10 o'clock last night. The video, put it in perspective, we are 5 hours behind the UK. So, my video goes up at 11 o'clock. Typically over here. Now with me getting back on track and everything, I can pretty much guarantee I ain't getting out of bed before 10 o'clock. It's generally when I tend to wake up naturally over here. So that doesn't leave me time to upload the video and get it ready for 4 o'clock. And that's something I want to try and stick to. I'm definitely surprised. This is, of course, Monday. I'm recording this on right now. Hey, the comment's done. Sweet. Is no mods on the mod hub yet. And I don't mean just because of the competition. I mean in general. There's probably going to be a slowdown for a while. There may not be any mods getting posted up there. I did see a lot in testing, and a hell of a lot got rejected, it seems. A scary amount. Which again touches on the subject of a Giants using a different version of the game that mod creators and we don't have to test. It's something weird that tells me that is the case, but I don't know Giants. I'm not inside on that stuff, so I have no idea. But it's kind of the feel I'm getting. Alright, we'll kill that. Let's go over to the Combine. Why is Vehicle AI extension opening again? That's really starting to get on my nerves. Oh, it's there. It's supposed to be switched off. But it keeps on deciding, no. I want to be open. So what I'll do is I'll get these chunks here. Just because they are good amounts. It's probably at least a couple of hundred sat in each corner right now. So we'll run around and grab these. The rows are pretty much nice. I think the outside ones I could bring into maybe 1, maybe 2 rows. And each row bringing down every 2 rows brought into 1. Now again, I don't think you'd do this in sort of IRL necessarily. You may do. You may windrow your straw just to, especially if it's a light fluffy crop, just to get it for your baler, if you know your baler can take it, I guess. Would I normally? It's hard to say. Is it really less time consuming, I guess, is the bottom line, by running a tractor to do the windrows and then just another tractor to bale instead of just running a baler through it. I guess it is and it isn't. The baler's probably going to be using a lot more fuel and horsepower compared to a tractor that's just running a windrow system. I do believe just got this little corner and we're done. Very nice. Right, we'll unfold that. Fold up the header. Alright, the header's already pretty much folded up. That's right, we now have to hit R. Really not a fan of that manual unload thing. But hey, that'll do. Alright, switch that off. Run over here to the T-dub. I believe this is a 25. Is it? 25? Oh no, it's the 8830, that's right. This is more of the look-alike T25 to me. Now I'm going to do these outside two here. I think the inner one's okay. And doing that will allow me a little bit of extra room to maneuver around. Which is spot on. I guess we can switch off the diff locks and everything as well. We'll leave four-wheel drive on that. Must admit, I'm still loving the Stream Deck. For any of you that are wondering how I like the Elgato Stream Deck. Thing is, pre-rock on. Never did an unboxing video. I don't even think Simulate did an unboxing video. I've had quite a few comments. I'll address this. Any of you that got this far that are wondering. I've had quite a few comments recently, which has taken me by surprise, of when Sim doing videos or why Sim not been uploading recently. Sim has a day job, guys. Well, a kind of a day job. He has a normal job, let's say, as well, which takes up a good chunk of his time when he is working. He's always kept it a far secret from what he actually does, and I'm going to respect that and keep that private. But there is times where, of course, most of you know he has to travel for it at times, hence why me and him met up in real life a little while back. Absolutely amazing. Hopefully it'll happen again at some point when I'm back in the UK. No doubt it will. And that's why he's not been uploading. That is his real life job. That's his thing. YouTube is just a hobby. So be patient, guys. And he's got to pay the bills, and doing his real life job pays the bills. And YouTube is an amazing thing that, yes, it can pay the bills, and yes, it has done for me, as most of you know. But at the same time, once you get into that mentality of doing YouTube as a job, I wouldn't say it's not fun anymore, but it's a case of it takes on a different meaning for you. I've seen a lot of people fall down the same trap as I did at one point, and for a little while before I straightened myself up, and why I took a 3-month break a couple of years ago, was I wasn't enjoying YouTube at that time frame. It was becoming monotonous, it was becoming annoying, it was a case of I have to record to just keep doing what I'm doing. Well, that's a typical job though. If you're having fun doing something, can you really call it a job? My answer to that would be no. If you're having fun and you're still doing a job which you enjoy and you're having a blast doing, that is like perfect right there. There's times where it can be like that, and there's times where it can't be like that. But you just got to remember, guys, Simulate has a normal job that takes priority over YouTube any day of the week. A lot of you are younger that may not understand that, but also a lot of you are older which will completely understand that. So that is my public service announcement on behalf of the Simulate and Luminate channels. That he's got a day job. Just wait it out. He'll be back when he's back. He ain't going anywhere. Don't worry. He's still been on TeamSpeak, no doubt. I don't need to row that row, but the row onto our left, I do. So what I'll do is I'll see how fast we get these rowed, and then, depending on how fast that has happened, we shall probably call it quits on the video and bail next video, as we are coming up to 30 minutes right now. So there's no sense bailing if we're not going to complete it. It's kind of, I've got into that thing now of, if a video, I've always liked having a 35-minute video. I think it's a good time. Me and myself, I like watching longer videos on YouTube, depending on what they are. Not necessarily gameplay, but for example, Bill's T-Max videos. When he was allowed and his employers weren't such complete, yeah, we'll move on from that, to him, and he could do stuff that he enjoyed doing in the workshop, I used to love watching those videos which were an hour and a half long. I'd put it on the second screen and play some farm sim or play a different game that's a time sink and just enjoy it. So I've always said to myself, like, a 35-minute video I think is a happy medium. It's not stupidly long, to some it may be, but to me it's not. And it's not, hey, why did you start and stop? And it's not stupidly short. It's just a happy medium. Back in the day, 15-minute videos, 10-minute videos were the norm. That's what farm sim or stuff used to consist of, and then it got longer and longer, and before I know it, I was doing 35-minute videos, and I was happy doing that length of videos and taking 3 hours to upload to YouTube. Luckily, due to the speeds increasing and the power of the internet, in my area anyway, I can't say for everyone because I know everyone doesn't have those sort of upload speeds. It doesn't take 3 hours to do YouTube anymore, to do those videos, because that would have been an overnight chore, especially the way I can cramp out some videos. If I've got the right mindset that day, I can literally do a week's worth of videos and you guys wouldn't even know that I've done a week's worth of videos. When I say a week's worth, I literally mean Monday to the weekend. What I've started to do recently, the last actual week or so, is because I can, if you play too much of one game recording it, you can feel yourself, and if you watch other YouTubers, you guys know if they've recorded in bulk, because you'll hear it in their voice. As it gets later in the week, the videos, the enthusiasm, let's say, may get a little less. Well, that's probably because they're recorded in bulk and not taking a break. Well, what I've started to do now is, for example, if I was going to record 2 more videos of farm sim, I would probably stop after I record the second video and then do an ATS or an ETS video. So I'm breaking up the gameplay, something completely different. And then I'll do another farm sim video. Well, if I do that right now, this is Tuesday's video, Wednesday, Thursday, so I would rather be recording Wednesday's video, take a break so I'll record Saturday's video, then come back in and record Thursday's video, and maybe Fridays, depends how I feel. I may split them up and throw in Sunday's video, which could be ATS. And trust me, it works a treat. It really, really works a treat in breaking it up from doing the same sort of game and just, oh, this again, really, sort of thing. Because it generally does happen. And that's what I do to kind of counteract that. But there again, how many people are staying to the end of this video and hearing me go on this little, I wouldn't say rant, but topic of discussion about YouTube. That's the thing I like about these videos. They're more of a vlog than they are actual farming. This is what we're doing here. Yes, we are moving to this field. There's a bit of that. There's a bit of a vloggy style too, and it's, I guess that what makes me unique in my style. I don't watch other people's content. I don't think there's too many other people that do this type of stuff. Maybe they're just strict down the line of, yep, we're doing this for this reason, because of the farm, and Farmer Giles needs this delivered. I know there's other people that do that type of stuff, and that's not taking shots at anyone if anyone's starting to think that. It's not, it's just everyone's got their own style. That's what makes the content so great. Alright, I think we're done with the windrowing, so if we're done with the windrowing, that means we're done with the video. And I didn't get a thumbnail, so I'll park this beautiful lake, and as I close out the video, you'll get a thumbnail. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. We'll be back tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Wednesday. Maybe Green River. It's been a while since I've done any Green River. Or yeah, Green River probably. Probably Green River. So until next time, I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll catch you on the flip side. See ya.